the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. About to get to some weekend winners. Before we get there, we want to tell you about the team over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GoTommys.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommys with a Y.com is the website. When you go there, as we always say, you will clearly see the difference. You can check out a gallery of work, past client results. You can see the awards they've won every single year since 2016. Best windows in the Advocate this year in Baton Rouge. That went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. You can also check out a list of other things they can do for you, like gutters. That is a service they offer as well. GoTommys.com. All right, let's get to some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole thing.
All right, first weekend winner. I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't think I've ever said this before in my life. New York Jets. I thought the New York Jets had a really nice first 2 rounds of the draft. Now, there's some things they did in the 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th, but they're the Jets. You can't expect them to be good all the time. But they got David Bailey out of Texas Tech. They didn't reach for potential. They went for production. They got 14 and a half sacks, led the country last year with David Bailey. So I like the decision there. They get Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon, the best tight end in the draft, undoubtedly, at 16 in the draft. And then they come back into the first round, and they get Omar Cooper Jr., somebody that started to really rise up the draft boards later in the process, but a really good football player, great body control, like the only guy that was at Indiana when they sucked and was there when they won the national championship. So he has seen the good and bad and came out better on the other side. And then they took D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana, a team that did not have an interception last year at all. That is a real stat, not one interception. D'Angelo Pons is the kind of corner that you want. He is a ball seeker. Like, he is going to take chances on the ball. Sometimes maybe they get you in trouble, but they need an aggressive nature back there. I liked what the Jets did outside of the Cade Klubnik pick, which I still don't agree with. But for the most part, you met every need that you had, and you actually did some smart things in the draft. So we hated on you a lot. New York Jets, weekend winner.
A lot of good Madden ratings there for those guys, which is ultimately why Woody Johnson took them. I mentioned D'Angelo Pons on Friday as like a day 2 target for the Saints potentially. 5'8", 5'9". I don't care how big D'Angelo Pons is. Time and time again, he was on the number 1 receiver in a conference with a lot of good receivers, and he shut them down, and he was a staple in a really good college defense. I think Pons is awesome.
Yep, I like him a lot as a player. He's one of my favorite guys in the second round. All right, Alondra, weekend winner or loser?
Yeah, I have a weekend winner. Weekend winner for me, if you remember when we were at the Senior Bowl, there was a guy there from John Carroll University that we really liked, Tyron Montgomery. We were actually literally the first people to ask to interview him.
Yeah.
Like, I went up to go ask, and they were like, yeah, nobody else wants him. So we interviewed him, learned his story. It was a great way. His career actually started at LSU.
Yeah, we had no idea beforehand.
No clue. Yeah. 2019, walked on the LSU basketball team and was on the team and then left and was at Houston, or he tried to try out for Houston. There wasn't a roster spot for him, went to Nichols, and then ran out of D1 eligibility, so he went to D3 John Carroll. Got invited to all the bowl games, and he was at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
We really thought he stood out to us. So weekend winner for me, Tyron Montgomery was not drafted, but did sign with the Titans as an undrafted free agent. So super happy for him. If there's anybody that I really, really wanted to, anybody that I think that really deserves a shot, and I wanted this so bad for him.
Yeah.
So doesn't get drafted, but does sign with the Titans, and I'm happy for him, and I hope that he can shine with the Titans and hopefully make a name for himself in the NFL.
Makeable roster with that position group too. Yeah. I mean, he has a shot to make that team.
Congratulations to him. Kid worked hard, man. Great story.
Yeah.
Never give up. And even if it doesn't work out in the NFL, he can play football like the UFL level, Canadian Football League. So it's still a great story.
He started playing flag.
That's right. So I forgot about that. You're right. So I got noticed.
Yeah.
Hey,
that was my weekend winner.
Yeah, first weekend winner for me. Nebraska football. They approved a very modest $600 million overhaul of Memorial Stadium. They have played there since 1923. It's 103 years old. One of the oldest stadiums. And look, they're going to have 20,000 new chairback seats, a ton of new amenities. That's a program that everybody is just waiting for them to get back to relevancy, and it hasn't happened. Football is king in most big-time athletic departments, and you have a $600 million stadium plan. Shout out to Nebraska, $250 million of it coming from philanthropic support, and then another $350 million from private financing. And they think this is going to be done by 2028. They're going to add a few seats. Remember, they have the 410-game sellout streak. We'll put that in quotations, dating back to 1962. But anytime you can get that kind of overhaul on a stadium that's that historic in college football, weekend winner, Nebraska.
All right, I'll stay with the winners. Eli Heidenreich, running back out of Navy. He got drafted. He's from Pittsburgh. He was at the draft. He got to walk across the stage. I mean, he went out there in his Navy uniform, which was really cool. Put on the Steelers hat, gives a salute to the camera. Very cool experience for him. I can't imagine. I mean, from a school that plays a good brand of football, Navy's been really good over the last couple of years. But I said it earlier, first time since 1956, 2 Navy players have been selected in the same draft. One of his teammates went to Cincinnati right before him. But to see him there, to see what it meant to him, to see his entire family be there with him. When he went to Navy out of high school, there's probably no way in the world he thought he's ever going to get drafted, but certainly didn't think he was going to get drafted to his hometown team. Very cool story. Very cool to be there and to experience that and see it kind of play out in person. So shout out to him and his family.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
You got another weekend winner or loser?
No, weekend loser me for just spending the entire weekend in Starkville for us to get swept. But no, actually, I said it earlier in the beginning of the show. It was a lot of fun, and I had a great time there. But I do have a weekend winner, Trevor Bauer. So Trevor Bauer is back playing in the States. You know, he's been playing in Japan, Mexico.
Yeah.
He's been internationally playing after being blacklisted by the MLB, or blackballed, or are they the same thing?
I think both work.
Yeah, okay.
I think both work.
I didn't want to pull a Matt Flynn there and just mess that up.
Why do those two things mean the same thing then?
Right, yeah, okay. So anyways, he was blacklisted from the MLB and started playing internationally, but the Long Island Ducks, they're an independent, they're a partner of the MLB AAA team and independent of it, but a partner of it. So he's playing with the Long Island Ducks, and he pitched a no-hitter this weekend. So his first no-hitter in just his second U.S. start since 2021. So threw 84 pitches, struck out 7, and only walked 1 to lose out on the perfect game. But Trevor Bauer might be back. There's an MLB scout in attendance saying that he's seen the old Trevor Bauer, flashes of the guy he used to be. So, I mean, even internationally, he still had it, but obviously it's a little different and is what it is. But weekend winner for me, Trevor Bauer. Y'all know I've been team Bauer for a while.
Some of those clips when he was in the Mexican League, He's just talking mad
so
amounts
much
on the
smack.
mound. Yeah.
I don't know if he really still does it anymore, but I used to watch his YouTube channel a lot because he would do fun stuff on it. But yeah, shout out to Trevor. Hopefully he can work his way back into the MLB, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Very entertaining.
He does still do it. Second most popular athlete YouTube channel behind the Homegrown Network, so that's a pretty big deal. I don't actually know if that's true.
Yeah, can't forget the Homegrown Network.
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer.
Shout out to the Carr brothers.
Yeah.
So I have a weekend loser. Me and Jake were talking about this a little bit before this segment because I couldn't exactly remember which team. Remember in day 2 of the NFL draft, second and third round, former players of those teams, like round 4 through 7's kind of the fans that get to go up there, but rounds 2 and 3 this year was the former players. Well, Shane Conlon, former linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, came up and announced the 35th pick for the Buffalo Bills, and we can play the video right here. The 35th pick, keep in mind, of the 2026 NFL draft, well, it did not quite go that way.
God.
With the 35th pick in the 2016 draft, the Buffalo Bills select linebacker T.J. Parker.
All right, you got to go back to the beginning, see if we can hear the way he said 35th. Did he finally get it right in this clip?
No.
Play it again.
With the 35th pick in the
35.
2016 draft, the Buffalo Bills select linebacker
Poor guy.
T.J. Parker from
With the
Clemson.
35th pick
35
in the
2016 draft.
Yeah, I don't care that he messed up 35. Don't care. What decade do you live in, Shane?
Yeah.
You said 2016.
Look,
That's
we
rough.
have some trauma from what we did for a living, okay? Gosh, I just hope that's not me.
Honestly, the
15
real
years.
weekend loser is poor TJ Parker. Like, every
Yeah,
time
for
he has
sure.
to play the clip of him getting drafted, it's that. Like, after I saw that, I was thinking, I was like, it would probably be...
15th.
Yeah, it would probably be cool to be drafted by a former player. I get all that. And I know people like to boo Roger Goodell. I get it. If I'm a player, I want the commissioner going up there and calling my name so I can play it back. I know it's right. I know it's rehearsed. I know all that. Like, TJ Parker has to relive that every time they play the clip of that. He's like, yeah, well, you guys want to see the moment I got drafted?
Hey, wait, TJ,
I
I
was
didn't
the
know you were that
35th
old.
pick.
Yeah.
You got drafted in 2016? No.
You were in middle school.
Yeah, it wasn't 2016.
Oh.
Weekend winner, Shane Conlon. Come on, Shane. That's your former team, bud.
That's not good. That was, and like what you caught, he struggled even before that. Like he tried to get out a couple of words before the clip that you played that he couldn't get out. So,
I hate that for him.
yeah.
Because I know exactly what he was feeling. Like, he stumbled on 35, and that's what messed him up with 2016.
35.
Like, he was thinking about 35. He was like, oh, 35. I messed that one up so bad. In the 2016 draft, like, no, dude. Just regroup.
Imagine him walking off stage after he does that. He's like, I was nervous. I think that went pretty well, though, guys. Like, I think I kind of nailed it.
No.
No, he
Like
had
Shane.
self-hate immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sir. It's 2026.
That's bad. Poor fella. He's not the only person that was a loser at the draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars also weekend loser. They took some people in some spots that were head scratching to say the least. They reached for a lot of players, a couple of Aggies from Texas A&M. I don't really know what the plan was, and they didn't have a first round pick. So sometimes that gets you in trouble. Now, like Tanner Koziel, they took in the 5th round. I like him. I like Josh Cameron from Baylor. They took in the 6th round. But they had some head scratchers, to say the least. Guys that a lot of people thought were 4th, 5th round picks, they took in the 2nd round. 5th, 6th round picks, they took in the 3rd round. Now, they got their own way of doing things, and their GM's like a young guy who came over from the Rams, and so the Rams F them picks, and, well, the Rams kind of had that with 13 this year, too. I know they got their own thought process, but some of the people that the Jags took and where they took them.
Yeah. I love Manuel Bregnon in the 3rd round. I think that was a good pick. I like Tanner Koziel, as you mentioned, in the 5th, but that's the second tight end you took. You took Nate Borkircher from Texas A&M, who's mainly a blocking tight end. I mean, he's not a guy that at least caught a ton of passes in college. That was your selection after not having a first-round pick, was a predominantly blocking tight end from A&M who nobody projected to go there in the second round.
He was 127th on the ESPN big board.
Yeah, and he went 56th. Yeah. Like, that's like you could have taken Emmanuel Pregnon there, and everybody would have been happy.
Yeah, I think so.
But I didn't get that at all.
And then you go Albert Regis at defensive tackle and Jalen Husky with your final pick there in the third round. So, interesting choices there from the old Jags. Any more weekend winners or losers?
That's it for me.
Going once, going twice, going 35th. Yeah, we got to find the audio of him like, now, I don't know if it was on TV. Maybe it wasn't. But he struggled before then, and we had a different feed, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It beat him up a couple times before he got to 35th or whatever it was, he said.
Shane, come on, man.
All right.
Bruh.
I know.
That's brutal.
I know. We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, when it comes to your money, you deserve a bank that knows you, not just an account number, and that's always going to be First American Bank and Trust. At First American, banking is built on relationships. Whether you're opening a checking or savings account, buying a home, or growing your business, their local team is there to help every step of the way. They offer a full range of personal and business banking services, all designed with you in mind. And because they're right here in Louisiana, you're working with people who understand your goals and your community. Plus, with convenient online and mobile banking, you get the modern tools you need without losing that personal touch. So if you're ready for a next level banking experience, one that is built on trust, service, and relationships, and also built right here in Louisiana. We always say that when a decision is made, it's made here. It's not made in New York or San Francisco. It's right here locally, and that's always going to be First American Bank and Trust. So go to that website today at fabt.com.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. You could never forget, but we want to remind you about our friends at K to Z. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, KTOZBlinds.com. KTOZBlinds.com is the website. Brandon Barton and team been in the game since 2004. One thing about them is you're going to have them out to your space, and they're going to blow you away with how quick they know your space and know exactly what you're going to need. And that's inside and outside. It's outside and inside. And as I often say, it is sometimes both, like they've done for me. So that motorized outdoor screen, if you blinds, drapes, shutters, whatever it is, KTOZBlinds.com. How about this stat real quick before I get to the undrafted free agents? Texas Tech defeated a combined 8 draft picks in their entire 2025 season. For context, Texas and Oklahoma defeated single teams that had more draft picks.
It showed up in the playoff game, Jake.
Yeah, they lost 23-0. Right. I'd say they faced 8 guys that got drafted all season long.
Are you kind of surprised by where Jacob Rodriguez went?
Team or
the spot, the pick. Or do you think it was?
That's about the range that I had him.
Yeah.
That's about I like that he's going to a team that needs everything.
Right.
So he can right away play.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that really liked Jacob Rodriguez in this draft. And so I'm not surprised necessarily with did you think he was going to go?
I'm not surprised. I just think that there's a lot of talk about him. So I just thought maybe a little earlier, but not. I mean, it's not super surprising. I was just curious what your thoughts were.
What number? 43? That's about the range. Just because, like we talk about with running back often, off the ball linebacker a lot of times, center, safety, positions you need. We get that guy in the second round, third round. And you typically don't see, unless they're like a Sonny Styles who's played a lot of different positions and he goes 7 overall. But
yeah, most of the things I saw had him around 46.
That's a good spot for him. I like that he'll be able to play right away. He went to pick right after the Saints took Christian Miller.
Yeah.
I thought C.J. Allen was
he was a weekend winner, I feel like, Christian Miller.
Yeah, he was.
He just, completely already is trying to endear himself to the hearts of Saints fans, and I really appreciate that.
He made all of his family throw their Falcon stuff in the trash. He said it, we said it earlier, except Unc.
Yeah.
Unc's holding on.
He was like, they done messed up putting me in New Orleans.
Yeah, he was fun. We had him on Saturday on the phone. He called in. He was a lot of fun. Trying to think what other. Oh, I love Jake Slaughter to the Chargers at 63. He went to Florida, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. I like that one.
He's not there no more. Doesn't matter.
That's right. But kind of once a Gator, always a Gator. But anyways, all right. So LSU players that did not get drafted but are going to have an opportunity at the next level. Aaron Anderson is headed to the Cleveland Browns. He signs an undrafted free agent deal. So Flynn's prediction on Aaron Anderson being the first Tiger drafted, it's a negative turnover chain there. He actually has got to get 3 right now to be able to get the turnover chain. That one missed pretty big.
Ooh.
Yeah. He got the golden sombrero on that one. He had a lot of strikeouts on that one. Wes Weeks goes to the Colts. So good for Wes Weeks. I thought he would be a late-round draft choice because of his special teams, the 40 he ran, but he does find his way to the Colts. Jack Pyburn is going to Tampa Bay. Chris Hilton is going to the Washington Commanders, where he links back up with JD5.
Love that.
Bernard Gooden is going to the Cleveland Browns as well. Jacobin Guillory is going to the LA Chargers. Josh Thompson is headed to the Kansas City Chiefs. So going to be multiple LSU Tigers there with Mansour Delane and Garrett Nussmeier being drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Thompson's a guy that, the Chiefs' offensive line, I know they invested a lot in it, but it wasn't great last year. Judging by the fact that many times Patrick Mahomes was hit in 2025, he could make that squad.
Speaking of just messing words up during the draft, did you see the video of Mansour telling the interviewer, I forgot who he was interviewing after the draft, but it was a woman, and he's like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And then he just was like,
yeah.
oh.
I think it was Laura Rutledge.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
His face after he did it was so funny.
Poor guy. Still not as bad as the guy that we just talked about with the 35th pick.
At least Mansour knew what year it was.
Jesus. That's true. That's very true.
It's 10 whole years, bro.
You missed a decade.
He got the first number and last number right of the years, guys. It was those middle ones. Those middle ones got him.
The pesky middle number.
That's it.
All right, let's go for this is going to be one of the long calls for a turnover chain.
Oh, Lord.
Of the undrafted free agents LSU had signed, which one is going to make the team?
Aaron Anderson's going to make the team.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Alondra?
Who's all of them?
All right. So
but give me the main ones.
Yeah, the whole list. I'll give it to you real quick. Aaron Anderson.
Yeah.
Wes Weeks. Jack Pyburn. Chris Hilton. Bernard Gooden. Jacobian Guillory. And Josh Thompson.
I actually feel kind of good about Chris Hilton, too.
Actually, it's a good spot for him.
Because,
it really
is. Debo is kind of hit or miss.
And
Scary Terry,
agent.
yeah.
Scary Terry was.
He just got paid, but he's been injured on and off. So I actually think that's a good spot for Chris Hilton. I think he has a good chance at making it there, too. But Aaron Anderson, I like as well.
So the thing about Aaron, he went to the Browns, right?
Yep.
They loaded up on receiver.
Yeah.
I think Jacobian Guillory has a shot.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Yeah, Tank does have a shot.
Because, at the very least, he could be a depth piece, a run stuffer, and they're in the middle. There's always a role for a guy like that.
I'm going to go Wes Weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Wes Weeks for the special teams.
Special teams he can,
He's going to go in there and be a core 4 war daddy.
Yeah.
And they'll keep a guy like that.
He's super athletic, too.
So I think he has a shot.
Yeah.
Any of the LSU Tigers that I just said surprise you that they didn't get selected?
No.
We talked about
maybe West.
We talked about Aaron Anderson, but he battled a ton of injuries as well. this past season, which makes sense why Nuss fell. No, not necessarily.
I mean, we didn't see a lot out of Pyburn, I don't feel like.
Right.
Thompson, I even kind of forgot that he was on the team. I think if from them, maybe West Weeks, just because like he is a physical freak.
Yeah.
There's a few that got drafted a little higher than I thought.
I didn't have Bauer Sharp getting drafted.
No. I think he absolutely deserves it. I think he's a great player. Xavier went high.
Yeah.
Xavier went really high.
He was thought of way higher in NFL circles than he was media.
I mean, he made a ton of plays.
I really like Xavier Thomas.
I got asked about him more than anybody from LSU at the combine.
Yeah.
From like scouts and GMs that would come by and have conversations
right.
before. Like they were just asking like what I thought about the LSU guys. And they like, I would say 7 out of the 11 would be like, hey, tell me about Xavier Thomas.
I mean, it makes sense. Like as abysmal as your offense was a year ago, he was the guy. Like anytime you needed a play to be made, he kind of made it. He carried the ball 19 times and averaged 6 yards a carry.
I was about to say, he had some versatility. He ran like a ton of counters.
You know he can return the ball. The 4.28 helped him. Like he absolutely deserved it. Just a little high maybe than I thought he would.
I like Brown coming to the Saints though, like to use him as a returner. I think that's going to be great.
Yeah, I like.
I mean, he is fast.
Yeah.
So he was on the leaderboard on the Senior Bowl for like every day that we were out there.
The receiver group last year was so handcuffed from how bad schematically everything was. If you transport those receivers to this year, I think you're talking about something completely different.
Yeah.
Like they weren't running real routes. They just weren't.
Right.
I mean, they were running now routes, which is like one step and turn around. That's why it's called a now, because you get the ball right now.
Yeah.
They were running some crossers. They'd run 5-yard hitches. Like you can't turn on the tape. There was never like a 15-yard dig route. There was never a 15-yard comeback. There was never like a post corner.
Right.
There was not real routes. And so like none of those guys that we were excited about had a real opportunity to show what they could do. Now, the year before, with a lot of the same people, there was. So I don't get what changed and where their mindset went, but it was bad.
Yeah, like you could say Joe Sloan's a bad play caller. Sloan was there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in my opinion, this is just.
They led the country in completions and attempts 5 yards and under. Led the country.
I think this coaching
5
staff
yards and under.
was terrified of the offensive line. And maybe their goal was to get it as far away from the offensive line as quickly as possible.
That and Nuss very clearly was going through some stuff even before it was admitted.
For sure. Now, look, they didn't do any favors for the offensive line either. Like certainly in the run game, when you don't have diversity in the run game, that crushes any advantage that the offensive line has, because they're like, well, you're not going to run this. So we don't have to worry about that. So we can play it this way, knowing that. And look, if you finally show us you'll do it, we'll tip our cap. You'll hit one gasher and we'll adjust. But they never did. They never did. The only time they got sort of creative was Xavier Thomas motioned into the backfield. He'd run counter, get 11 yards, and then you'd never see it again. Ever. Ever, never.
Alvo just mentioned one of my favorite draft moments in the chat. When Brian Thomas's mom was asked, like, talk about how far you've came. She's like, we came from Baton Rouge.
Well, they asked, how far has your family come?
Yeah.
She told them.
I mean, it's pretty far.
We got here from Baton Rouge.
Wasn't it in Indianapolis that year?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Or no, it was 2 years ago.
It would have been Detroit.
Yeah.
Because it was Green Bay last year.
I mean, that's a long ways.
So, yeah, it would have been Detroit. Yeah, I was answering the question.
They try to get you. Try to get you with a sob story, and no, she came from Baton Rouge.
Came from Baton Rouge. Where I'm at. It is remarkable for, like, we're talking about drafting, how many this team got, that team got, whatever. Like, Indiana didn't have a ton of guys drafted. National champions, and didn't have a ton of guys drafted. Like, that's another feather in the cap for Kurt Cignetti and his staff. I mean, sure, they had the number 1 overall guy. That's the obvious thing here, but You had D'Angelo Pons, you had Omar Cooper, you had Kalon Black, which I'm incredibly happy for him. But there was plenty of teams with double digits. Indiana wasn't one of those teams. Pat Coogan went late in the draft, but it's another credit to what they've done. Because how many times have we talked about the national champion? Oh, man, they got to replace 13, 14 drafted guys. Not them.
How many did they have? 7, 8?
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
You had Surratt as well.
Yeah, so you had Surratt and Cooper at receiver. You had Nowakowski at fullback, Mendoza, Pat Coogan, Kalon Black,
It's
D'Angelo
6.
Pons,
7.
and Aiden Fisher, linebacker.
There you go.
Which school had the most?
Was it A&M?
A&M had a lot. Ohio State had a lot.
Yeah.
It might have been A&M. And I tell you what, again, every A&M player that got drafted, it seemed like it was somebody Elko got out of the portal.
Yeah.
So they did a nice job of identifying players out of the portal because, like, most of the guys that went drafted were guys that they found from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So still didn't win anything because it's A&M. But.
Yeah, duh.
All right, we'll take a break. We got more OTB coming back your way on the other side. Stay locked in here. More when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. If you're looking for residential, commercial trash pickup service, remember, I'm going to send you weekly text reminders when you're a part of the team over there at Trash Rangers. Forgetting to put out the trash happens to me pretty often, including today. Had to text the boys, hey, put out the trash, because unfortunately where I live, I'm not lucky enough to have that service just yet. Hopefully one day I will, but if you obviously live in the area and you go check the website to see that area, you are. Now, everybody can take full advantage of the roll-off dumpsters. I did. They got 3 different sizes to choose from, so if you're doing some spring cleaning and you got some things like you can't just put by the curb and you can't put in the trash can, well, you need a roll-off dumpster. They've got 3 different sizes to choose from. They got the sanitation department as well if you're looking for a portable restroom at your job site or your event. And all that information can be found at trashrangers.com.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I got a very cool event coming up. It's the AJ Sports Card Show. It's going to be Saturday, May the 2nd. It's going to be 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Just $5 to get in. Kids under 12, free admission. Going to have sports cards, Pokemon cards, singles, graded cards, hobby boxes, and door prizes. You can buy, sell, or trade. It's going to be at Elite Training Academy, so it's going to be at our facility at 5414 Burbank Drive. You can follow along with AJ's at AJ Sports Cards 225BR on Instagram. On Facebook, it's AJ Sports Cards. You can contact AJ Sports Cards for vendor information, but again, that's going to be Saturday, May the 2nd. $5, just $5 admission. Kids under 12 are going to be free, and it is going to have a little bit of everything. As we mentioned, sports cards, Pokemon cards. You'll be able to buy, sell, trade. It's going to have incredible door prizes as well, and all that is going to be Saturday, May the 2nd at Elite Training Academy. It's right there. We're on Burbank. We are right across from what used to be the old Winn-Dixies. Now it is Surge by Drew Brees. And so right there on Burbank, going to be in our indoor facility. So climate control. So no matter the weather, the Sports Card Show is going to be done there on May the 2nd. Alondra, I know you wanted to wax poetic about your San Antonio Spurs and forgot to.
I know. I meant to make Stephon Castle a weekend winner because for somebody that's a young player and you have somebody like Wemby that is the center, literally, of the team, and he's out, you step up in a really big way. So shout out to Stephon Castle and my Spurs. Through 4 games, 21 points per game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal. I mean, just going off when he needs to. Game 3, he had 33 points and 5 assists for the win. So shout out to Stephon Castle. Also, Dylan Harper's been playing really well as well. So I know that we can't. I know we can't. Yeah, they all are. Yeah. I know we can't. Celebrate the NBA because of the Pelicans, but I'm gonna just force the Spurs down everybody's throats. Shout out to them. I'm getting major FOMO not being in San Antonio right now. People are like driving around downtown with their Spurs flags, honking their horns, saying "Go Spurs, go," and it's making me want to be in San Antonio right now. Yeah,
they got a real chance. They got a real shot.
Yeah.
The Knicks finally tied it up at 2 games, but my gosh, they were down big against the Hawks. Made a huge comeback, took the lead late, 16 seconds left, and the Hawks hit a shot and win it. So the Hawks, no matter Trae Young or not, like even if he's not there anymore, just a thorn in the Knicks side.
They hit that C.J. McCollum, actually, of all players, hit the game winner Thursday night for the Hawks. And that made it 2-0. So that's a back and forth. I was telling y'all during break, I don't like to give the city of LA credit for anything, sports or otherwise. But it's pretty damn impressive that the Lakers are up 3-1 without Luka or Austin Reeves. And that's a Houston Rockets team that won 52 games in the regular season.
No Durant for them last night though, right?
No Durant, but and the Rockets actually won. So it's 3-1 right now. Tari Eason had 20 points. Shout out to our guy Tari Eason, but that's actually really impressive. The longer they're above water without Luka until he comes back, unfortunately, that's a team that has a shot.
Chances Matt Flynn knows who Tari Eason is.
0%.
Absolutely no shot at all.
No chance in hell. Or Naz Reid.
No, he would not. There's no. He would not know who Naz. I think he would know who Tari is before Naz.
We can go a step further. I bet Kevin Durant included. Matt Flynn cannot name a Houston Rockets player.
He can name. No, he probably wouldn't know that KD plays for them.
That's right.
Now. You're right.
I don't think he could do it.
I don't think he could.
He probably can't even. He's a Mavericks fan, quote unquote. He says.
Yeah.
He cannot name a Mavs player.
He
can name one.
He would say Luka.
He can name Cooper Flag because of cards.
Yeah, I guess so.
In fairness,
only because of cards, though.
In fairness, I feel like half the Dallas fan base now can't name the Mavericks players because, they kind of tore up that entire roster.
Besides Cooper Flag.
Besides Cooper Flag.
What do you think how he's feeling right now after
Not
having
good.
a weekend at a NASCAR event?
We didn't hear from him all weekend, so
No.
I don't think the OTB chat was quiet this weekend.
We
were all.
Well, in fairness, he was at Talladega.
Yeah.
You were in Stark Vegas.
Right.
I was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we were all working or having fun and doing all. And then Tay was putting together a crib.
Right.
So I think that's the only reason.
We had a busy weekend.
We did.
Whew.
No, but
The Wolfpack was.
To her point, we didn't hear from Matt at all.
No.
Okay,
Until
we
yesterday.
had mentioned a couple draft things. You asked if everybody was back outside of Matt, and then we get a random text that says, "I'm a NASCAR fan now." It's the only text we've got.
Well, he also
He
said,
wasn't
"Did we
watching the
win?"
draft either, yeah, or the LSU game.
And Taylor said, "Absolutely not."
I sent a text saying, "This team is cooked. They can't make the postseason." Matt's response: "Did we win?" I was like, "No, absolutely not." Why would we?
And then followed up with, "I'm a NASCAR guy now."
Yeah. So there you go. 2 texts.
He's gonna. I can't wait. He's gonna come in with something NASCAR related tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Man, I should have told him to get me a shirt
He's gonna come up with something
just to have it. I love a T-shirt.
if he's here. Which is a big if. I want to know if he was like in the infield, like in amongst the people, though.
I think he was.
I hope he was. I don't want him to be like in some corporate box. Like I want him to have been in the infield and experienced it. And hopefully he reached out to our guy Dev, because Devin's been before to get the lay of the land. He knows where all the things went down. So hopefully he did that. Probably not, though.
No.
I don't think Matt can name 5 NBA players that are in the current playoffs right now. I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Yeah, like pick the team.
Yeah.
God.
Bless him.
Gotta love our guy.
He could get you LeBron and Wemby.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know if he could.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. Go to rouses.com. We're giving you the website so you can find the location that is convenient for you, that is near you. And once you go into your local Rouse's, it's going to blow you away. You got breakfast bar, lunch bar, salad bar, sushi bar. It's got crawfish already bagged and ready to go if you just want like individual lunch. And, of course, bags of crawfish if you're having a boil. It's got pre-made meals ready to go, including sides. It's got all of that. It's got local flair, obviously, local products. It's got My High in there, which Matt's probably going to need a whole lot of My High when he comes back from Talladega. But it's got a little bit of everything, a lot of local, always ready for you and to help you and make it easy as possible for you. And then once you find your store, also those weekly specials that are going to be on the website, those are going to pop up for you. So go to rouses.com to find your location. All right, so we actually left some time. When we come back, we'll Ask the Bench, brought to you by Ice Cold Dos Equis. We'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. I'm trying to get in contact with Gordon McKernan. Well, a couple of ways you can do that. On getgordon.com, you can have a chat with a live agent. Going to pop right up there. Ask any question, concern you might have. If you're looking to speak with someone on the phone, no matter where you're listening to us in Louisiana, just put your area code followed by the 888-8888. And if you're looking on social media, all major social media, so Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever it might be, their handle is always going to be Get Gordon. Now there you can see what they're doing with your favorite athletes in the state of Louisiana, but also you can see what the G team is doing in your local communities. They've always got incredible things going on, again, from top to bottom and everywhere in between in Louisiana. Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, like does not matter, the entire state. We are talking to you. So again, your area code followed by 888-8888. That website is getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in OTB, doing a little Ask the Bench, brought to you by Dos Equis. Always a great time, even when it's a bad time on the diamond, if you've got an ice cold Dos Equis in your hand. It's an elite beer at Talladega. It's an elite beer in Starkville, Mississippi. It's an elite beer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and also in Walker, Louisiana. So no matter where you're at, no matter where we were over the weekend, you can have a great time by going for Dos with an ice cold Dos Equis.
I mean, I was pounding them this weekend.
Well, you had to because you were watching the baseball. Ask the Bench, do you think Jay Johnson missed on this year's transfers due to playing in the College World Series and getting a late start to the portal, or due to not having enough NIL to pay top transfers?
I don't know what it was, but he missed.
I think two things can be true.
I think he just, like, the guys they brought in, they just missed.
Yeah.
Like last year, you were fortunate enough to hit on almost all of them.
Yeah.
Like normally, it's somewhere in the middle. Last year, you were very fortunate. This year, bad luck.
Ask the Bench, can we get tier list back this summer? Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely. Ask the Bench, when will we be able to rewind?
Probably when the show's out. Look, apparently, YouTube changed some stuff, and you You can't back up when the show's live.
Yeah, that stinks. Yes, tier list, please. T-Bob and Brandon Walker do them all the time on mostly sports.
So T-Bob's the
mostly
reason
sports?
we did them, but also that we don't do them anymore. He used to get mad.
Yeah, he got tired of it, and then we stopped doing them. I guess he got rejuvenated.
Saw Brandon this weekend. He was asking if he could give T-Bob back. I said, no, that's your problem now. Keep him.
As the bench, is LSU baseball going to make the SEC tournament? Well, they still have work to do there.
Don't they all make it? Don't all
They have
16
work
teams
to do,
go?
to do anything. Bama Gum, he's just trying to troll.
Oh. It used to not be all of them.
Ask the bench, trillions of planets in the known universe. Why do we have to pick the one with a 5-day work week?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I don't know.
We did that to ourselves.
It's true.
Daniel Basham, when is Flynn's 1-year anniversary?
Sometime in June, right? June like 16th, something like that?
It's
Something
June
right?
something.
Was it June? That's
yeah.
when it was? Okay. Or we'll celebrate it. Ask the bench, will the Saints trade Spencer Rattler? Probably not now. That
Yeah,
they
I was
didn't
gonna
get a
say-
quarterback. If they would have drafted somebody, it started a little bit at the draft, that rumor, but it never came. So no, they have a good quality, one of the better backups in the NFL. So no. All right, we love you. We thank you. We'll be back to the Wolfpack tomorrow. All 4 of us back in studio. We'll see you then.
Off the bench.
We think. All right, if you've been trying to lose weight, nothing seems to stick, it might be time to try something different. That is RejuveMe Medical. RejuveMe offers medically supervised weight loss programs designed to help you see real results. They got a lot of different options, but they want you to come in, have that conversation with their team. They create a personalized plan built around your body, your goals, and your lifestyle. This isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. You'll work with medical professionals who guide you every step of the way, helping you stay on track and making lasting changes. So whether you're looking to lose a few pounds or make a major transformation, RejuveMe gives you the tools, support, and accountability to get there. So if you're ready to feel better, look better, and take control of your health, visit RejuveMeMedical.com to get started today. Remember, 13 locations all throughout the state of Louisiana. So no matter where you're listening to us, we are talking to you. Again, that's RejuveMeMedical.com. RejuveMe Medical, helping you become the best version of yourself.